Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Carl. Welcome back to the dining table. It means it's time for another meal prep mukbang. Ignore the noise in the background. That's the robot vacuum doing its job. Anyway, let's get into this. We're going to be doing another hot sauce review today. Before we get into that, let me show you what we're having. This is ground beef with sloppy joe mix. So essentially sloppy joes with white rice and broccoli. 6 grams or 6 ounces of ground beef, 100 grams of rice, and 85 grams of broccoli. Gives me a calorie count of, let me check here, 505 calories for lunch. It's roughly 40 grams of protein, 16 grams of fat, and about 45 grams of carbohydrates, 48, somewhere around there. So that's what we're having, and the hot sauce we'll be reviewing today is Sam's Sauce by Mikey V's. This is a sauce, I'm not going to lie, I've tried it off camera. It's good. We'll just go ahead and put that out there, but we'll read you the description and the ingredients here. It says, Sam's Sauce is the product of chili heads who went a little bit crazy in the kitchen one day by combining the flavors of Japanese black vinegar, yuzu vinegar, and roasted tomatillo, jalapeno, and the notorious 7-pot primo pepper. This sauce is loaded with flavor and heat. Try Sam's Sauce on eggs, pizza, steak, burgers, chicken, vegetables, whatever you want to try it on. And then for the ingredients, tomatillos, apple juice from concentrate, filtered water, ascorbic acid, 7-pot primo peppers, onions, jalapeno peppers, garlic, water, black vinegar, kosher salt, garlic, fresh garlic powder, habanero peppers, and yuzu vinegar. So that's what's in it. It's got a nice deep green color. You can see the seeds, and so we'll give it a little taste. Yeah, I tried this off camera. I was at a cookout and I took a bunch of different bottles of the sauces I had so that my brother-in-law could try them. He likes hot food. I wouldn't say he's a chili head, but he likes spicy food. So I took that and this one. I grabbed this one and to see what it was like. It's very good. So there you go. Whoop. Nice dollop. Oh, just like I remember it. Right off the bat, the spice hits you. It's very spice forward. You can taste the sweetness from the, now it's in the back of the throat, but you can taste the sweetness from the apple juice, a little bit of the tartness from the vinegars. I'm not familiar with black vinegar or yuzu vinegar, but tastes really good. This is really delicious. It's another hit by Mikey V's in my opinion. So we'll put this on the lunch and see how it's going. And I'm just going to go ahead and nice generous drizzle on everything. When I made the sloppy joes yesterday, I did put some of those those pickled chili pekins in the mix, so let me get a little heat from that as well. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well today. You may be wondering how I am doing. As you can tell, my throat's a little bit scratchy. I don't remember if I mentioned it in my most recent shaving video from the Monday, but it is Tuesday afternoon and I am not at work. So this past weekend, started feeling a little bit cruddy, sore throat and all that good stuff, and just hadn't gotten any better. So things being what they are, I called off work sick this morning and made an appointment to go to the clinic to get the old nose swab done. So that's why I'm at home. Just got back from that appointment. Everything is negative again, so that'll be like the 3rd or 4th time I've been tested, and everything is good. I figured this was just allergies, but these days you can never be too careful, and I wanted to make sure before I went back to the office and possibly got anybody else sick. So that's why I'm home today. I texted the work wife / boss lady when I got my results, and I told her, you know, hey, do you want me to go ahead and come in? And she said, yeah. So we're making videos today. But I gotta tell you, the sauce is really good. Sloppy Joe's came out pretty good too. It's been a long time since I had Sloppy Joe's. This is simple. I used the canned sauce, threw in some of my own spices and those pekin peppers, and it's got a nice flavor. It would be better if it was on a bun, but it is what it is. It's easier to package and prep and store like this. So I'm back from the clinic, getting that COVID test today, and I've got to admit that clinic was a little scary to me. I know not every place does everything the way that we do things when we test, but I mean, they had all of their precautions in place. You know, you waited in your car until you were ready to be seen, all that good stuff. But once I got into the clinic, like, they were all just wearing surgical masks, which is fine, universal source control, but, you know, their big advertisement was, hey, we're doing rapid testing, so you imagine they're going to see a lot of potentially COVID positive folks. And so you figure that they would at least be taking a little more precautions than just surgical masks. But anyway, I got checked in, no big deal. Took my insurance information, took my demographics, sent me back to the exam room. And so I sat there and I waited. In came the medical tech to take my history and my vital signs. Just a surgical mask. No gloves, gown, eye protection, anything like that. Just a surgical mask. You know, sat, 3 or 4 feet away from me, did the interview, took my vital signs with a machine. Put gloves on when he did that part, so that was nice. And then left. Waited for the doc. Doc shows up, just a surgical mask. Does his thing, interviews me. We talk about testing and the benefit of rapid testing versus the send out to the lab testing and all that good stuff. And he was really very informative. He told me he didn't think it was COVID, but, to get tested anyway, just to be on the safe side. And he really recommended the send out test, which I know is more accurate, but I'm pretty sure my symptoms weren't COVID related, and the rapid test is about 90% accurate anyway. And I didn't want to wait 48 hours for results because I wanted to get back to work as soon as possible. So we did that. We talked about that, and he was kind of funny because when I was like, yeah, he was like, it's your choice. I said, I want the rapid test. He was like, well, it's America. You still can choose. Almost trying to guilt me into like I made the wrong choice. So anyway, he finished his exam, and he examined me, and I know his hands were clean, but he did his physical examination, and it wasn't very thorough. I mean, he listened to my lungs and felt my glands. No gloves. Washed his hands when he walked out. I saw it, no big deal. But I'm just like, really? That's a little nonchalant for my taste, my personal taste. Came back in for the nasal swab. It was a two-sider, and the guy who came in to swab my nose, surgical mask, and just a regular swab. No gown, no N95, no face, eye protection. What if I had coughed or sneezed or whatever in his face? I mean, it's a potentially high exposure procedure, but sure enough, that's what really shocked me, because I've been doing tests, almost since, a couple of months into the thing, and holy smokes, man, I would never consider swabbing somebody without being in full PPE. It puts you at too much of a risk, in my opinion, and probably the opinion of most medical providers. I mean, when we go into those places and do that, we're in full PPE, like face shields, Tyvek suits. Granted, we're in Tyvek suits because we're in for an extended amount of time, but like half face respirators, um, just the full get up, like bunny suits, like it's a true hazmat. And here's this guy doing a double nasal swab on somebody who's potentially COVID positive with what could be COVID symptoms in a surgical mask. Now, I'm not judging their practice. Well, yeah, I am. It just seems awful risky to me. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb paramedic. So anyway, 15 minutes. Test came back negative. So I'm clear to go back to work tomorrow. So it's all good. What else is all good is this lunch. The lunch is fantastic. The hot sauce is great. Like I said, it's not overly spicy. It is spicy. I'm breaking a little sweat, and the more I eat, the longer it goes on, the spicier it gets. But it is not overwhelming or uncomfortable. It's got a great flavor. You can't see it, but I'm adding a little bit more to my food in hopes that the spice will open up my sinuses. So a little homeopathic remedy for the allergies. Won't be long lived, but hey, it helps for a little bit, and it tastes great. You're gonna hear me crack it open. I wish it was a cold beer, but it's not. It's a sparkling fizzy water with lemon flavor. I've become addicted to these. I try and drink a ton of water. I usually drink like 120 ounces a day. These make it a lot easier. I mean, they're enjoyable. And I'm typically not a fan of flavored water, like whatever. That's neither here nor there. The hot sauce is fantastic. Another hit by Mikey V's. Sam sauce, delicious, not overly spicy, great flavor. Compliment to the maker, and it complements. I've had it on fried chicken, I've had it on pizza, and now I've had it on sloppy joes and rice and broccoli, and it complements everything I've tried it on fantastically. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to finish my meal. You guys probably don't want to watch that. You've listened to me yap enough about my ridiculous day. So anyway, hope everybody has a great rest of the week. I hope you get to spend some time with your friends and family because it's really important. If you like spicy food, try something spicy. I hope you're having something spicy today. It really does add a little spice to your life. I don't know, whatever. Have a great day. God bless. I'll see you next time. Bye.